What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. Sorry for the delay between all my videos. If you've watched some of my other videos, then you guys already know that I've been having some issues with having a job, unemployment, all that kind of fun stuff. But I was able to find a job, and I did start my job about 3 weeks ago, but I had to move and stuff like that, and I finally got settled in. And I'm ready to get back into making videos, and this video is going to be the first one since I've been back, and it is one that I've been waiting to do for a while. If you've watched all my other videos, you already know that we have been waiting for this as well. But what we have in front of me are my submissions for grading the cards that I have pulled on my channel. So I've had 2 submissions. There's a total of 15 cards here. I don't know which is in which box, but I did remove all the labels and stuff like that, so people don't know where my address is. But what I have here is 2 submissions. One box is going to be 5 cards, one box is going to be 10 cards. And with this, I don't know which is which, and I don't know what grades or anything I have got because I've been waiting to do this video specifically. But essentially, I've got one pack which is going to be more Phantasmal Flames than anything, and it's going to be the Charizard X SIR. It's also 2 gold Charizards from Phantasmal, but it's also going to be a Sylveon from Prismatic and a Captain Pikachu from the Chinese gym set. Now, one of the things you'll know about this is I have sent these out to CGC to be graded because I'm not a fan of PSA for numerous reasons. One of the reasons is, you know, obviously I'm doing this for my own personal collection. I'm not planning on selling any of these things. But one of the reasons I did that is I don't like the labels that PSA uses. One, the slabs that they use, I just don't like them. I don't like that frosted look that they have to them. I think it takes away from the design of the actual, or the image of the card itself. But I also don't like the labels they use. You know, that white and red one, it looks like it's from 1920s. It's outdated and stuff like that. So I don't really like that one either. But I do like the ones that CGC uses because they're very nice, they're very modern, and from a collection standpoint, they're pretty nice and they tend to complement the cards as well. The other reason I went to it is, yeah, I know PSA tends to have a higher value for the most part, unless I have no idea how they have it, unless the card gets like a pristine grading from CGC. If it gets a pristine grading, then it tends to carry more value than a PSA. So let's see which. All right, so we need to do it this way. But yeah, and for the cards that I'm doing, because I wanted to have the higher value, I wanted to try to get the pristine look out of these instead of just a PSA 10. Now I know not every card that's a pristine is going to be a higher value than PSA, but a general rule of thumb is most pristine 10s is going to be more valuable than a PSA 10. I know some of the older cards that is not going to be true, but for current sets like this, it will be. Okay, so anyways, now these are the first time I've ever added any cards graded from anyone at all. I've always done comic books, so it'll be interesting to see what I get here. This will be, again, the first time I've done this. And again, the other thing too is, like I was saying, the value of the CGC stuff when you get a pristine 10 is typically higher. So like, to give you an example, one of the cards that I sent out was from my Ascended Heroes God pack that I had gotten. I did get the Gengar, a PSA 10. Let me pull this up here while we are waiting for me to do this. Alright, I got it pulled up. So, if you're looking at the Gengar EX from Ascended Heroes, which is the top card in that set, if you're looking at a PSA 10, you know, the prices are going for about, you know, $2,900, $3,000. Let's see, is there anything higher? It looks like about $3,000 or $3,200 is the highest that was sold, and that was back on 6/5, so just a few days ago. As low as, you know, $2,900, something like that, and that's for a PSA 10. Now, if you were to do a pristine, those are going for the lowest that you can find online. So I'm like looking at price charting, for example. You know, the lowest they had that was a sold one on eBay was the lowest of $33.50, and a high at about $4,400. So the pristine ones tend to go for a lot more. Obviously, you have the Beckett BGS series, which is the Black Label 10. Those obviously go for the most because they are extremely rare to get. In fact, this specific card, the Gengar, they did have a BGS 10 that was sold, a Black Label sold by BGS. It went for, I think, $84,000, $85,000. It's insane. But again, outside of a PSA 10, you have the CGC 10 Pristine, which gets more money, or it gives you a higher value, and then so on and so forth. So that's why I wanted to do this. But I also, again, liked the way the Pristines looked with the black and gold. I think it looks really nice. Their cases as well don't have that frosted look to it. So I didn't want to go with any of those routes. So that's why, you know, overall, that's why I wanted to go with CGC. But anyways, so there's 5 cards here. So these are going to be my first submission. So this is going to be the Charizard SIR, the 2 gold Charizards, the Sylveon from Prismatic, and then the Captain Pikachu. So I don't know what order these are in, but we'll go ahead and take out the first one here. One thing to note too is if you look at a PSA slab, the label that's on it is the same on the front and the back. It's always a white label, as opposed to CGC. If you get a 10 or less, the label is white on the front and back. But if you get the Pristine, the front of it's going to be that black label, but on the back of it, you're going to have like a semi-transparent golden color to it. So it kind of dresses it up a little bit more as well. So anyways, without further ado, here's going to be the first 5 cards that I sent in. I don't know what order these are in, but let's see which is going to be the first one. So these are backwards, obviously, so I don't know what's going to be what. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay, so right there you can see what I'm talking about. See how the label has that yellowish gold color? That means this is a Pristine 10 card. I don't know which one it is, but actually now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure that means it's a Pristine. You know what, we'll find out here. I'm starting to question myself at this point. I don't know, but all that dust I have on it. But here's the first card we're going to have. I'm going to try to cover up the thing on it just so we can see what it is. So the first card that I'm going to have is my Captain Pikachu. Oh, yes. And that, okay, so yes. It has the black label on it with the lettering on it, which that is the label you get for a Pristine. So we might as well take it off. There you go, everybody. I got a Pristine 10 of the Chinese Captain Pikachu from the Gen Pack version 1. But you can see why I really like it, especially with this card. Some of the cards, it doesn't look very good. Some of it does. Sorry about the reflection, the light in there, guys. I'll try to adjust this so you don't have that. But you can see here, like, you got the white hat, the gold emblem, and the black lapel on it. And it just works really well with this specific label, the black and gold to it. So this is one of the reasons why I really like the CGC stuff. But there we go, everybody. A Pristine 10 Captain Pikachu. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. First one out of the package, a Pristine 10. Oh man, sweet. I am really happy with that. That is awesome. These are going to look awesome in my display cabinet with all my ETBs and stuff once I get everything set up and built. But as you can see, like I was saying, the labels look really nice in comparison to just the basic red and white that you get from PSA. In fact, I do kind of like the CGC ones better than the black labels from BGS as well. I just do. In fact, one thing, if I remember right, the CGCs actually put more information on the card than PSA as well, I believe. I'd have to look one up to double check that, but I do believe there's more information on CGC than there is on the PSA ones. So again, sorry about the light reflecting on it. I'll have to try to work on that, but we'll move forward on this one. So there you go, everybody. A Pristine Captain Pikachu. I'm trying to get a hold of the new Gen Pack where they have the additional series of Captain Pikachu. I'm hoping that I can get the full set again, but there we go. Set that one off to the side. Captain Pikachu, Pristine. All right, next one up we have Okay, so this is a gray level. So this is not going to be a pristine. This is just going to be a standard number up to a gem mint 10. Again, I don't know what this is, but let's find out what it is from a grade scale. So this is my Sylveon. Awesome. All right, so yep, I pulled this one. I was really happy to pull this one, even though I wish it was the Umbreon, but beggars can't be choosers. I did get a good one here. This one I'm expecting to be a 10. I know it wasn't a pristine because I did know that the centering was a tad bit off, but aside from that, I mean I don't know of anything that I can see to where it would not be a gem mint 10. I don't see any issues on the edges. Don't see any dents, anything like that. So actually, nope, I see something right there in the very bottom corner. So that is probably not going to get a 10. I would expect that to get a 9, maybe a 9.5. Because I don't see, oh, nope, there's another one there. So, yeah, this one's definitely going to be a 9. Unfortunately, I wish this was a 10, but, you know, 2 spots on the side, that is definitely going to drop the grade a little bit. But you never know. Let's see. So, here's the Sylveon again from my collection, and we got a 9. Okay. That's a shame, but, you know, it's still a beautiful card nonetheless. I'm glad to have it in my collection. So, but you know, this might be something to where, you know, somebody, I could put this online and sell it and take that amount and put it towards, say, getting myself a gem mint 10. Hang on, my camera moved on me. Sorry, everybody. Fix that real quick. All right, there we go. Anyways, so you know, it sucks that it's a 9, but you know, it's still pretty good. I mean, it's still got a valuable one. This is one of the things where I was telling you that the label where you get it graded is going to be a big difference. So a CGC 9 compared to a PSA 9, there's going to be a price difference. The lower the number, PSA seems to do very well on as opposed to CGC, but even at this, somebody would love to have this as a 9. I'll take that money and put it towards a gem mint 10. I definitely could not afford a pristine 10 on this guy because I think that's worth $2,000 or $3,000. I think. Not too sure. Let's actually look at that. Let's see how much a pristine 10 for CGC would actually run. Now that I'm actually curious about it. So, Prismatic Evolutions, Sylveon. PSA 10 goes for about $1,700–$1,800. If you do a CGC pristine, same thing, $1,700–$1,800. So, and if you do just a standard gem mint 10, $500 or $600. This one, if I was to sell it as a 9, I'd probably be looking at about $400 to $500. So it's not bad. I could easily, you know, put this online, sell it to somebody, and just take a few more $100s and actually get myself a 10. Which I might actually do. So, yeah. But all the way, you know, even at that, I'm still happy with that because these are all cards that I pulled myself. Let's do number 3. Let's see what these are. So these last 3 should be the Charizards. And let's see what we got here. Man, these things just got some dirt all over them. All right. So now, this one is going to be... again, it's going to be a standard 10. It's not going to be pristine because it's got the gray background. And this one is my gold card. Okay. Wonderful. I mean, that is a beautiful card. I'm not seeing anything on those edges there. Not seeing anything on those edges there either. Not sure if the camera is actually focusing in there for you guys or not. Don't see anything on those edges. I mean, it looks pretty good. The centering on the back looks good. The top and bottom just looks a little bit off. And then I really don't know how they grade the front when it comes to these illustrations that cover the entire thing. Depending on how they do the bottom, with if they include the text as part of the centering or not. But if they don't, then the top and bottom is definitely going to be an issue when it comes to centering. But the left and right, the right side is just a tad bit smaller. But aside from that, I don't see anything else wrong with it. Okay, so to see what we got for this grade, we have a 9. Okay, ouch. Not sure why that got a 9. That's pretty I don't see how that one got a 9. But okay, well, it is what it is. Again, I'm gonna put these in my collection. If I ever really wanted to, I can always sell them and take the proceeds and put it towards a gem tin if I really was inclined to. But interesting. Yeah, not sure why that got a 9, but okay. So there's that, and then this one is going to be, all right, we got another gray one. So this one is not going to be pristine either, and this one is my second gold one that I pulled, because yes, I did pull 2 gold ones, one in 2 concurrent booster boxes. So let's look at this one up close. I don't see, maybe right there in the corner. It's hard to tell if that's part of the reflection or if it's actually a dent or not. Don't see anything else on the front. Do we have anything on the back? I don't see anything on the back. The centering looks really good. Yeah, the centering looks really good on that back on that one. On the front, yeah, the left and right is a little bit off. So based on the last one I got, I'm sure this will probably be a 9 as well. So since I got 2 of them, I might actually resubmit one to see what I can get, because I find it hard to believe that that last one wasn't a 10, and if this one's not a gem mint 10, I'd be surprised as well. But based on, again, the last one, it's probably going to be a 9. But again, I've got 2 of them, so I'll probably just break this one and send one back. But let's see what we get. We have a 9. Okay. Jeez. This is terrible. I was hoping to get that, which means I was hoping to get at least a 10 on those. I would love to have gotten a pristine, because that black border with the black lettering and the gold foil would be amazing. Which means this last card is going to be my Charizard SIR. Again, not a pristine because it doesn't have that label, the gold label to the background of it. But let's look at the back here, see what we got. I don't see anything. Nope. The top and bottom centering is just a tad bit off. Left and right just a tad bit, but I think that still falls within the what is it, 55-45 I think is what it is for the 10, is what PSA and CGC use. But there we go. Such a beautiful card. Man, so much dust on these things. I wish they would do a little bit better quality control when they send those out. So let's see, do we have anything on the front here? I don't see anything wrong on that side. Nothing. I mean, I don't see anything wrong. The centering does look a little bit heavier on the right side. The top and bottom looks like the top is just a tad bit. But aside from the centering, it looks really good, which to me it looks like it falls within the 10, but let's see what we get. So Charizard SRR, we already know it's not a pristine, and we have a 9.5 mint plus. Okay, all right, that's not bad. Not sure if I'd want to send that one in to be regraded or not, because they could always downgrade it, who knows. But again, if I really want to do a 10, I could sell this one. People would easily buy it. But a 9.5 is still really, really good for that card. I mean, I love that card so much. all the different evolutions of Charizard as well as the Mega in it. It's just a beautiful card all over and I want to say it's what, 15? No. This one's like $700 or $800 raw. Let's see. This one raw goes for about $900 right now. PSA 10 is going for about $2,400. A 9.5 looks like it goes for anywhere between $1,250 to $1,700. There was a $1,700 one done 3 days ago, or 4 days ago. No, 5 days ago on the 3rd. So yeah, still $1,700 for a 9.5, or anywhere up to $1,700. And if I really wanted to get a CGC 10, yeah, it's interesting because the CGC 10 is only a few $100s more. So yeah, I could easily sell this, turn around and get myself the CGC 10. A pristine one, on the other hand, I wouldn't be getting, because the pristine last sold 2 days ago on eBay for $3,400. The lowest was about $2,100, and that was back in January. So again, one of the reasons why I go with CGC over PSA is because if you get those pristines, they are worth a lot more. PSA $2,400, CGC pristine $3,400. So quite a bit of a difference. But anyways, it's still a beautiful card, a 9.5. I'm really happy with that again. So let's move this guy over and put right there in the center. All right, so that goes for the first box. Thank you for sticking with me through this. And now for the one that everybody is probably really, really excited about. This is going to be the box that has the Ascended Heroes God Pack in it. I also sent out the Zekrom that comes with the ETB, because the ETB is actually what I got this God Pack out of. So I did send the ETB Zekrom out to get graded as well. So let's see what we actually got here. And fingers crossed, hopefully we have a better pull than what we actually got here. I mean, those 9s are actually pretty hurtful, to be honest. Yeah. How in the world are you supposed to open these things? I have no idea how these things get opened up. So let's do it the old-fashioned way and just break into it, shall we? Sorry about the background noise and all that squeaking. That would be my dog. She's running around playing. She thinks I'm talking to her because I am speaking, but yeah. So anyways. There we go. Okay. Now these ones are going to be, okay, so I need to do this way. All right. So this way, we will have the cards as well. All right, everybody, now for the one that everybody is looking forward to. So this is, again, the Ascended Heroes God Pack that I got. It's going to have the Gengar in it, as well as 2 of the standard EX Gengars, which are the Mega Attack ones that he has, and then just all the other ones. The only cards that I didn't have in here really is going to be the Pikachu and the Dragonite. Unfortunately, I have not been able to pull those, which is kind of devastating to me, to be quite honest. I really wish I could, really wish I can get those 2, because I would like to have that Pikachu myself. Oh, and the Pikachus and the Mewtwo's I definitely have not gotten. Again, if you see my other channels, you know I'm a fan of Mewtwo. Would love to get that one myself. But anyways, let's go ahead and start seeing what we got here. So again, you guys have seen with the other one, you know, you have that gray background if it's a standard 10 or less, and you have that yellowish background if it's going to be a pristine. So good distinction between the two. All right, so if it's just a pristine, I'm just going to flip it over. I'm not even going to try to hide it. But for the first card, I'm not sure what orders these are in, but the first one, okay, so it's going to be a gray and white, so that means it's just going to be a standard 10 or less. This is not going to be a pristine, which is a shame, but let's see what, well, yeah, there's a little nick right there on the edge. I can see that automatically. and maybe a little one there. Yep, and one right there. So I'm thinking maybe a 9. The centering looks really good, so I'm thinking a 9 on this one, but we'll find out. So which card is this one? Okay, so this is my Zekrom. So again, this was the black label that actually comes with the Ascended Heroes ETB. So this is the promo card that comes in it. It's a beautiful promo card if you are a fan of Zekrom. I really like it. I would love to get a hold of the Zekrom from Black Bolt, but haven't been able to do that one. But anyways, so the front of this one, the front of this one looks really good, centering and everything. So I'm pretty sure those 2 nicks is going to drop it. I don't think it's going to be a 10. But we will find out here in a second. And we have on our first one is going to be a 9. Okay, so that's about right. I mean, once I saw those 2 little nicks, that made sense. But I've got like 50 of these cards. Not really, but I've got a handful of these. I just wanted to send them out just to kind of see what I would get. Nothing, wasn't really caring either way on that one. But, okay, so we have a 9 on that one. Not bad, not bad. Next one we have, so the rest of these should be the Ascended Heroes cards. So the first one we have is going to be a gray level. Okay, so again, this one's going to be a standard 10 or less. Let's see, do we have anything on it? I don't see any nicks on it. No. So this one could be a 10. Centering looks really good. The top and bottom are just a tad bit off, but not enough to throw it outside of the 10. Okay, well, let's see which one this one is. This one is the, okay, Pheasantipity. It's a pretty card. I mean, it really is a pretty card. Let's see. Don't see anything on the edges there. Or the edges there. I mean, it looks to be a really, really good card. Okay, so let's do the reveal on this one. So this one has a Gem 10. Awesome. Okay. I am happy with that. Gem 10. So first 10 out of my Ascended Heroes set. Awesome. So let's move these over a tad bit. Sweet. I am much happier now. I'm starting to get, I got at least 2 10s out of it. 9.5, seriously. CGC should have just given it a 10. Come on. That's a a punch in the, but whatever. Okay, next one up we have, yes, it's a pristine. It's a pristine. So we have a pristine 10. Which one this one is, I have no idea, but we will find out here. Yes, we got a pristine. All right, so no sense in covering up the label, but pristine, we're not even going to look at the card. And we have a, oh, nice, the Mega Meganium, pristine 10. But you can see how I was talking about the label and the coloring of the cards. It just really helps accent these colors, and not having that frosted border just lets you see more of the card. It doesn't distract away. But there we go, pristine 10 Meganium. Sweet. This card, if anybody's interested, is going for, in a pristine 10, it's about on par, $370, just like a PSA 10. So it's about on par with a PSA 10. Strange, because typically, again, the pristines typically go for more. More than likely, this is probably more in the 400 range. But Mega Meganium as a pristine 10, sweet. We will take it. All right, next up, let's see, we've got this one. Okay, so this one's going to be a standard 10 or less. We'll see what we have here. But let's see. What do we got for? Don't see any edges, any whiting, nothing there, no dents. Okay. All right, so we have a, okay, so Marnie's Grimmsnarl. Awesome. So again, here's the card up close. Don't see anything. Centering looks good. Top and bottom. Well, the top again is a little bit shorter than the bottom, but then again, I don't know if they consider the writing to be part of it or not. The left and right, pretty close, but just a tad bit shorter on this side. Okay, let's see what we get. So we know it's a 10 or less. It's not a pristine. but we have a Gem Mint 10. Oh, now we are really cooking here. This is awesome. We are starting to move forward. So the Gem Mint 10 on this guy, you're probably looking at, let's see, yeah, anywhere between, well, the lowest ones look like to be about 250. The highest, 425 seems to be. Well, there was one for 500 back in March. There is one currently listed as of yesterday for 380 in a 10. So sweet. Okay. Again, I'm not planning on selling any of these because these are going into my personal collection. But sweet. Awesome. We are starting to get better on these numbers. Thank you, CGC. You're making me a lot happier here. All right, next card is, okay, so another gray one. So this is going to be just a standard 10 again. Let's see if we have anything on here. I'm sorry, not a standard 10. It's going to be a 10 or less because it's the standard label. I don't see any. Okay, so far so good. The centering looks really good. Just a tad bit shorter on this side. The top and bottom is a little bit off, but so be it. Let's see. So this one, oh, okay. So this one's going to be Iono's Belly Bolt. Let's see. Do we have anything on the edges? Nope. This one looks really good too. Centering is definitely a little bit shorter on this side, but that could still be within that range, which again I think is like 55-45 to get a 10. But let's see what we get for this one. We have a Gem Mint 10. Nice. Oh man, this is turning out to be a great run. Oh man. All right, so this guy, for anybody who's curious, the price for this guy, ungraded, goes for about 70 bucks. If you're looking for one that is graded, it's about 320 plus for a 10. If you get a pristine in it, yeah, it's well, the last pristine sold for 200, which is a little strange because again, that's why I was mentioning depending on the card, sometimes the pristines go for more, sometimes they don't. So it is a little strange, but typically pristines go for more than a PSA 10. But in this case, the PSA 10 you can get, last sold was about 300. If I really wanted to get a pristine in this one, which I might just end up doing it, I'll sell this one and just buy a pristine for, you know, the few $100 that it is. But again, got a pristine 10 out of that. Cannot complain. Again, all of these remind, you can actually watch my video and see me pulling them. Next one we have is going to be, oh, it's got the gold backing, so this is a pristine, everybody. All right, let's see which one this one is. No sense in looking at the card because we already know what the pristine means. All right, so this one is going to be a, oh nice, the frostless, pristine 10 frostless. Awesome. See how beautiful that is with the black border and the gold labeling and how it just kind of helps accent all the colors of this card. Really is nice. So you can imagine that's why having these displayed on a shelf somewhere, you know, glass shelving, stuff like that with some lighting on it, will make these cards really pop out. But awesome. Got another pristine 10. I am happy with that. Okay, next up, so we've got 4 cards left. And the next one is going to be a, oh, okay, so it's going to be just a standard 10 or less. Again, it's not a pristine. So, okay. Oh, well, let's see. Do we have anything on the edges? It doesn't look like anything. Centering is a little bit heavier on the right side. Top and bottom seem to look good. Again, everybody, sorry about the lighting. I'll have to fix that for my next video. Okay, so Mega Embor. All right, so yeah, you can definitely see the centering. So this might be a 9. It's hard to say. But aside from that, aside from the centering, ooh, it could be a 10. I mean, it doesn't look like there's any damage or anything. The centering, I mean, it could be well within the tolerance. I don't know. But let's see what we get. All right, next one up is a Gem Mint 10. Oh my goodness gracious. This is turning out to be a wonderful run here. Oh man. So far, every single Ascended Heroes card has been a 10. Oh, my camera dropped again. Sorry about that, everybody. I really need to get a new camera mount. Ugh. Let me fix that real quick. Hang on one second, let me fix this. Sorry about that. We'll see if this fixes it, see if we have any more issues with it. Okay, so we're down to 3 cards left. Let's see what we get with the next one. So these next 3 should be the 2 Gengar Mega Attacks and then the Gengar SIR. Okay. Fingers crossed that we have pristines on these, because if we get pristines on this, oh my gosh, those are worth a good amount of money, especially that Gengar. Be an awesome addition to have to my collection. All right, first one is going to be, we have a pristine 10. All right, nice. Now, is this going to be one of the Gengar Mega Attacks, or is this going to be my, or is this going to be a Gengar SIR? All right. First up, we are going to have a pristine. Okay, so it's going to be the pristine Mega Attack rare. All right, so we still have 2 other chances to make a pristine Gengar SIR, but that is a beautiful card. So again, you can see how that label just accents it compared to that just standard red and white one. I really think CGC has done a good job with these labels. But Gengar Mega Attack rare in a pristine 10. This card typically goes for about $82, ungraded, about 450 plus as a 10. Looks like there is one currently on eBay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them on eBay, anywhere from $450 to $550. And the $550 one actually sold. So looks like a 10 in a PSA goes for $550 as of right now. And the pristines upwards of $625, $650. So yes. That is an awesome card. I cannot wait to get these displayed. With that being said, one thing too, now that I've moved into my new location, I am working on building up my office and my game room. So I've still got some more work to do. So I'm hoping within a month I should have my game room kind of set up to a certain extent. And you know, I can always do a walkthrough for everybody and kind of show them. So you know, I've got my computer obviously, and then I'm gonna have my TV with my video game consoles, and I'm gonna have shelving up for all of my Pokemon cards and all my ETB boxes, and then I've got, you know, I've got the Harry Potter collection, the Harry Potter wand collection. I've got every lightsaber, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to try to get everything displayed, just kind of to show it around, and everybody can see my game room, my office. All right, last 2. So we have the Gengar SIR as well as another one of the Gengar special attack rares. So let's see what we got with this one. And we have a nice. We have another pristine. Got another pristine. Come on, baby. Let's make this the Gengar SIR. Oh, okay. So, are you the Gengar SIR or are you the Mega Attack rare? And we have a Mega Attack rare. Okay. So, 2 of them as a pristine 10. Wow. Awesome. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, which means this is going to be the SIR Gengar, which, as I had mentioned earlier, is going for about $1,400 ungraded. Last PSA 10 sold was about $3,000. So the prices for PSA range anywhere from $3 to about $31. So $3,000 to $3,100 is what the PSA 10s go for. And then the other ones, which would be the pristine if it happens to get, is anywhere between $3,300 and $4,400. So again, big price difference between PSA 10 and CGC pristine 10s. All right. So hopefully this is a CGC pristine, because then it's, you know, worth quite a bit. Oh, all right. Last card magic, as they say, right? All right. Come on, Gengar. Come on. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this because I don't know. I want to have some fun with this. All right. So, okay. Have no idea. Let's see what we can figure this one out. Centering looks good. Top and bottom centering looks good. Okay. So, okay. Centering is just a slight hair off on the right and left, but I know PSA and CGC, when it comes to having these perfect ones, they're a little more strict on it to get it pristine, but it's not as crazy as the 5540, I think it is. But all right, let's do the reveal on this one, everybody. I'm gonna say I got a 10. I don't know if I got a pristine. I'm gonna say I got a 10. But, all right, if this is a pristine, like I said, this could be upwards of $4,400 for this guy. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, man. Pristine 10. Mega Gengar. Oh, my gosh. I cannot believe this. Oh, man. This has been a wonderful run for graded cards. Oh my goodness gracious. That is such a beautiful card. I really do like this card. I love how his eyes, they have the reflection of the red on that. That is so awesome. I got a pristine 10 Gengar. Oh my gosh. God, if only this was a Beckett Black label. That'd be $85,000. Oh my gosh. But I'm not selling this. This is going to my own personal collection. But, jeez. I mean, this is what I was talking about. Look how nice that label actually works in conjunction with these cards. So, oh man. All right. Well, there we go. Pristine 10. Mega Gengar Special Illustration Rare. So, out of this entire 15 cards, I have received 2, 4, 6 pristines, 6 pristines, 4 10s, 1 9.5, but I'm sorry, I'm going to call that a 10. Yeah. And then we have 4 9s. So, all right, everybody, there we go. It's been a few months that I've been waiting to get these back. Thank you again for joining me. Stay tuned. Again, I'm going to have a lot more videos coming here now that I've been able to get settled in and have a job, things like that. But I hope you enjoyed seeing these cards. I know I enjoyed actually pulling them out and actually seeing what we got. And you know, if you guys have cards yourself, I would love to know what you guys actually got with them. You know, it'd be nice to kind of compare, see what people have. You know, what do you think of CGC? I mean, as you can see, you know how I was mentioning that the CGC cards, I just seem to like the labels a little bit more. But yeah, what do you guys think? So these are all the ones I got, and again, thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you next time.